As anticipation for Epic Universe continues to grow, and now that we have all of the land announcements that have come from Universal, there will probably be more announcements, one of which being the opening timeline, annual pass holder previews, and other things like that. But one of the things that we will inevitably start seeing more of is testing, and not just ride testing, but testing of other things at Epic Universe like fireworks and what we're going to look at today, which is potentially seeing some dragons that will be flying around the How to Train Your Dragon land, presumably at least. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at that and see what that could mean for Epic Universe going forward. So hi, I'm Jared with Capture the Magic. Now, one of the things that I've been basically theorizing is if you've ever been around where Epic Universe is, you'll know that there is a apartment complex literally right outside the park. It's kind of strange when you're down where Epic Universe is being built because it doesn't look like it's an area where you're used to seeing a theme park. There's a Chick-fil-A, there's a gas station, there's shopping, and there's an apartment complex that literally, if you're in some of these apartments, you're going to be able to basically see inside the park. So I've often wondered when they're doing testing, I imagine a lot of people, now that cell phones are everywhere with pretty good cameras, you'll be able to get a lot of good views and shots of lots of different testing, given people are just around it all the time. But I don't know if that's what we're going to look at here. I don't know where this person was, but presumably here we have a dragon that's over a little test flight at Epic Universe. We're going to take a look at that. And we can see that is definitely looks like a dragon. I think they zoom in here in a moment. Okay, I thought they zoomed in. But I mean, other than that's either a dragon being tested or some sort of UFO above Epic Universe, but it would assume that that would be a dragon. Now, this has been a rumor for a while because there is an area looking at the construction progress of Epic Universe. There's a whole area there where it's been presumed that this would be a place where the dragons that will be used for this will basically be parked. Obviously, this would probably be using drone technology, which Universal and other theme parks are using a lot more of drone technology. So the rumor, this would make sense. You could have a drone that's also got some animatronics in it that could basically look like a dragon. Now, this would be something, this should have been around a lot longer before. I mean, if you remember correctly, Galaxy's Edge over in Hollywood Studios for Disney World, they were supposed to have planes and things flying overhead. And I think at one point they actually did do it for, I think it was a media event or something along those lines, but they used like drones and like projection technology. I actually had a conversation with somebody higher up. We went to the opening day of Galaxy's Edge, and there was somebody, and I don't know if they were an Imagineer, there was somebody rather high up in the company that was just talking to people as we were leaving the land, and they stopped and asked, what did we think and all these things like that. And I had mentioned at the time that I thought there was going to be, drone technology with what seemed like jets and things flying overhead. And they told me that they were working on that and there was something that was going to be implemented into the land. Now, it seems like since then, that has not been the case because other than that one event, I don't recall that ever being something that's been at least a consistent basis used in Galaxy's Edge. But given we are seeing test footage here, and obviously we've talked about in How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, not only are there going to be lots of dragons perched on places, there's been rumors that there will be animatronic dragons on buildings. And of course, obviously from looking at this, we may have dragons flying in the sky in this land. Now, given that it's going to be more than likely drone-based technology, they're not going to be able to fly drones over crowds. But I believe that there will be parts where they will fly overhead where you can see it. But that is the one thing about drones is they cannot be overhead because, again, if something malfunctions and a drone falls to the ground, that's not going to be good for anybody. You don't want to be down there when that happens. So they're going to fly the drones over areas where there won't be guests. And it's likely that we will see more than one of these at a time, perhaps. But it is very cool to see that they are testing this out. And there's another video I'll be working on as well, that there's some firework testing as well that might give a little hint of something we may see coming to Universal Studios as well. And there's really not much to say about this. Just wanted to show this because I thought this was really cool. And I imagine we're going to see a lot more of this stuff as Epic Universe is just getting to the phase where they're going to start testing a lot of these things as the opening of this park, hopefully sooner rather than later, is coming up. And I'm sure we'll see some more of this. But that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel, as we do lots of coverage of Epic Universe, Universal Studios, Disney World, and pop culture news. And let us know in the comments what you think about this. And do you think we're going to see multiple dragons flying overhead in How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk? And until next time, we will see you in the parks.